All right. So, that new beginning that I've been crowing about, that everybody's supposed to prepare for, and all this big stuff, it's finally here. It's starting right now. Like it started at 3 a.m. today, Thursday, November 16th. So these are my predictions. This is for all signs. This is Thursday, November 16th through November 18th, Moon Astrology update. So yeah, it's finally here. It's finally here. Everybody, you can get excited. Did the Moon in Libra put you stuck in your head and emotional like it did for a lot of us? Yeah. Was it not a couple of fun days? Arguments, problems, issues coming to the surface, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I even experienced a bit of that. So this is Moon in Scorpio, Sun in Scorpio as of 3 a.m. today through Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is U.S. time. There's going to be a new moon in Scorpio Saturday, the 18th at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Moon in Scorpio is going to be unlocking because the moon's energies allows all of the outer planets' energies to kind of transcend down to us and create the change. It's sort of the gateway. Moon in Scorpio is going to be unlocking a sense of freshness, finally, goodness, good energies, luck, joy. Goodness is coming for all of you that have felt stuck. Stuck in your head, unlucky, stagnant. Moon in Scorpio will create the shift for those of you that have not felt it at all yet. Like if you've been watching me like this is a bunch of bullshit and I don't know what the hell she's talking about, it's coming for you finally. If you thought all the cosmic change had missed you, you didn't miss it. It didn't miss you. It's here now. So now what? Right? Is that what you're saying? So now what? Because I don't see it. This is all about embracing newness, optimism. So let's go back. We're not even talking about now. Let's go far back. Have you been feeling unlucky or stuck for like months? Has it been years? Has it been 3 years? Has it been 6 years? For some of you that are super afflicted, as I call it, if your planets haven't been getting kind of flipped on, the switch hasn't been flipped on for maybe even 12 years. It might be, quite a ways back. If you have felt blocked, then surely in the last month, it's begun, at a minimum, to show you a glimmer of all that's changing. Maybe in these small ways. Maybe, and I mean, for some of you, it's going down in a negative sense. Some of you need, big, drastic events to come along and kind of push you into where you're supposed to be. But I just want to say, I'm overjoyed to be able to tell you that the good is like finally here. Like, I don't know how much I can say that. That new beginning that, I've been crowing about is, it has already started at 3 a.m. I wanted to put this up last night, but I didn't end up having time to record. Scorpio energies are normally not typically described as optimistic, vibrant, lucky as a star sign. It's about the deep, it's about the dark, it's about the death and the rebirth. It's looking at issues, it's about secrecy. But now, Moon in Scorpio is under Jupiter's positive, vibrant, beneficent, optimistic influence in Scorpio. And Venus is in Scorpio to help it along. It's right alongside. There's been a lot of trines, a lot of conjuncts, a lot of aspects that are kind of, allowing the more positive energies of Venus and Jupiter themselves as optimistic planets and beneficent planets to influence everything that's in Scorpio in a positive way. Moon in Scorpio, new moon is in Scorpio on Saturday, and it's the start the unlocking of all the good getting in and activating all of the afflicted people that I was talking about. If you felt like your life has just been stuck for, for some of you, years, the movement forward has now begun, like in a big way. And as I've said in my other videos, Jupiter is going to stay in Scorpio through October. So for some of you that, as I call her, afflicted, that have certain signs or aspects, or the way your planets are aspected, that you haven't had the right star sign energy of these different planets unlocking your particular chart and kind of moving you forward, the time's over with. These are probably just the energies you needed. A lot of water signs and earth signs are going to feel this, the most. And it's kind of going to feel like energy that comes out of nowhere. I'm going to explain more about that in a second. So with this new moon in Scorpio, it's going to create the push. It's going to finally make it real and make it happen. You're going to actually see it. I guarantee it. It may have already started today. You might have woken up inexplicably a little more optimistic, or feeling take charge, kind of no nonsense, that kind of deal. Because of, sorry, I have to have these notes. I know I'm looking at them a lot, but I'll figure something out later. I can't memorize all this. Because there's these three aspects. Number one, today, the moon in Scorpio is conjuncting Jupiter in Scorpio, and this represents optimism and gifts. So that's unlocking number one. Number two, moon conjunct Venus. It's, the planet that represents love and money. That's unlocking even further gifts in that respect. It's helping with the optimism. It's helping with the positive energies that want to come down to you. If you can manage to muster, to feel optimistic no matter what your situation is right now, whatever setbacks or failures you maybe have had, continue to stay optimistic. Like, let's say you wanted something to happen. You find out that it's not going to happen. That wasn't for you then. Something else is going to be for you, and something else is going to come through. And it's going to be fantastic, and it's going to be exactly where you need to be. And it may not necessarily be right in this couple-day timeline. These are, longer-term aspects. They're not long aspects. They are going to move through. But once they're triggered, the energy that they create is a longer term influence. It kind of, it's like the domino effect. It sets off, the chain of events to make these things happen. And the third aspect, moon conjunct the sun, which is the new moon in Scorpio, and that is the definition of the new beginning. Like I said, these energies pretty much start today, but I mean, if you're not quite feeling it yet, you will be. I guarantee it. Like by Saturday, you will feel it. You will feel it. You'll feel excitable. The karmic wheel really, really is turning. And don't let that scare you. Some of the people that have been the most afflicted, that maybe have felt unlucky for the last, 3, 6, even 12 years, like I said, may have been caught up in karmic lessons, or caught up in karmic situations that maybe you stayed and played out a little bit too long, or something like that. But now is an opportunity to move forward out of that, away from that, whatever that may be. So with this optimism, like I was saying before, it's rare for Scorpio as a star sign and in Scorpio season for the word of the time to be optimism and positivity. It's kind of a energy that just doesn't really normally equate to Scorpio. It doesn't really jive. And no insult to all you Scorpios that are watching. It's just you guys are, watery. And in the deepest and darkest of the wateriness. And the other aspect, normally Scorpio itself, as a star sign, as the planets hit it, it doesn't have the right planets. Jupiter is a longer transit. Venus isn't super long, but this combination hasn't hit perfectly like this to help influence and energize Scorpio as a star sign, especially with the Sun in Scorpio and the Moon in Scorpio combination here. But the planet of optimism, Jupiter, is now in Scorpio. Like, that is, the huge big difference. Normally, around this time of year, Jupiter would be in a different sign. And like I said, since it's a longer transit, it takes quite a while for it to come around to where this perfect combination happens, of rebirth in an optimistic way. And also positive karmic gifts coming in from Jupiter that are so transformative and rebirth giving. It's pretty amazing aspects right now. I don't really get super, I mean, I love astrology. I hope everybody can tell that. I have been very, very, it's been a lifelong passion. Been studying for a long time, but some of these aspects are kind of just like, I feel like my head's going to explode. Like, I'm really excited for everybody because, some people I know in my life really need this. And I'm sure that there's a lot of you out there that could really, really need this. So, anyway, people that are normally upset, blocked, stuck, unlucky are now becoming unblocked and unafflicted. In regard to your planets, in regard to your general energies, I think your mental outlook is going to come around here. Like I said, it may not be right in this time frame of the 16th to the 18th, but it is coming. You have to have the optimism and the faith. You have to start looking and visualizing and feeling better things for your future, whatever that may be for you. I'm not going to say, better partner or whatever that is for you. Is it career? Is it in your finances? Is it in your emotional state in general? Is it, what is it? Is it family life? Is it your home? All those things. Anything that you want to improve, start visualizing and feeling it in your core, in your heart, how it will be when it's good, how joyous you will feel, and how thankful you will feel. And stop saying that you want stuff. When you put it out to the universe that you want things, the universe will keep you wanting. Think of it as if you already have it. It's been attained. It is there for you, and you are enjoying it. You're feeling the enjoyment of it. So, especially if you've been afflicted badly, you're going to come alive. But, the universe needs your help with that. If you're just completely shutting this down, then yeah, it can miss you. So, I shouldn't say it really can't miss you because things will be pushed along at a certain point. It's just what is going to be your mind frame while it's happening. How is it going to happen? Can it happen in more positive ways that come, completely unexpected out of the blue? Or is it going to be negative things that are completely unexpected and out of the blue that push you in the direction that you need to go? So you have to decide what way do you want to go. Do you want to wrestle or do you want this to go easy? So whatever area of your life that's been dead, career, love, money, home, whatever, it's going to be reborn. You're going to be reborn. You're going to feel like your life is completely renewed. That is part of the contrast that I was talking about with Moon and Libra, as it was starting to show you what is good for you and what is not. So there's going to be a really big contrast in the Scorpio energies, but it's the contrast that, before such and such date, it's like you were dead and now you're alive again. So you're ready for the ride? Did you do any of the preparation that I was advising? Have you kind of looked at why things were the way they were and how to move forward? I hope you did. What is it? Who is it? Where is it? I can't tell you that. You've got to place that. You've got to figure out what it is in your life that needs to change, what you want to change. You'll soon see. I mean, that's for certain. I can't tell you specifically what it is. I'm not looking at anybody's chart here. I'm just telling you the general transcending energies. You may have been seeing some things manifest in your life already so far. Maybe small or via harsh endings, like I was saying, losses. Or maybe it's been hit and miss. So you may be saying still, yeah, whatever, you're a freaking liar, shut your mouth. My life is completely upside down right now. You're full of shit. I get it, but I'm telling you, come around. Turn that frown upside down and have a little bit of optimism. Really, ideally, a lot of optimism. If you can, fake it till you make it here, it's going to work for you. So, but the thing is, the reason that you're probably yeah, F off, I don't see it, you're full of shit. Scorpio is a secretive energy. It's not going to tell you anything. before it decides to present whatever it is that you're going to get. When Scorpio works its magic, you are never going to see it coming. That's why you may not be able to comprehend what I'm talking about right now, because you won't see it coming, plain and simple. But it's coming, and very soon here. If it ain't gonna happen over the next couple days, then certainly after that Scorpio New Moon. That's like kicking it off, starting everything. So then, those of you that have felt it coming, I've felt it like that, but you are kind of impatiently waiting, like tapping your toe, like I know something's coming, I feel it, but you can't see it yet. That's the thing, like you just don't know what it's gonna be. Now it's gonna arrive. It is unlocked, and like I was saying, for water signs, earth signs, this energy is especially strong. Some of the planets that have been fire and air signs haven't really kind of worked the magic juju for us. A lot of us have been kind of left out in the cold as far as some of the transcending cosmic energies. It's been a confusing last couple of years, like at least last few months, like the last year. Some of us the last 3 years, and like I said, some of us the last 6 or 12 years. So for anyone that needs these Scorpio energies or water energies, earth energies to kind of unlock the karmic wheel in your chart, like it's on now. You're still going back. Like you may not be ready for it, but here we are. Everyone will get a new beginning, though, not just water and earth signs. It's not going to miss anybody. I'm just saying for some people that have felt especially stuck, like it's here, like, whether you're ready or not. So Saturday, I'll be back on here with the Moon Astrology Astro Update. Stay tuned. I've got some changes planned. Of course, I just started this channel. I'm still working things out. I got some great things in the works here on Universal Flow. And I love you all. And I wanted to thank you for watching. And please like, share, subscribe. I love your comments as always. And namaste.